Earth signs, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your week ahead Taroscopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I have got two decks on the table here, and we are looking at the week of the 30th of Jan to the 5th of February 2023. January's done. I can't actually comprehend. I can't actually wrap my head around it. January is done. We are starting into the month of February. And I hope that it's been a good one for you. I hope that it's been an absolutely awesome and amazing January start of 2023. I hope you haven't had too many challenges and problems. Let's get into this week and see what it is that we are working with. The tarot deck that I've chosen for this week is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Stunning, amazing deck. And the oracle that I am working with this week is also stunning and amazing, the Earthcraft Oracle. Beautiful decks. The artwork on these two are quite different, but absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I'm moving the oracle out of the way ever so slightly because this week I am starting with the tarot. Now, because this deck is a little bit bigger than what I usually use, it does mean I'm a little bit restricted for space on the table here. So, but this deck speaks so loud anyway. We don't need a lot of cards to get the message. So I'm going to draw a couple from the tarot, and then we will draw a card from the oracle as well. So as I'm shuffling now, Earth signs, we're asking for focus energy for the week ahead. What is important and significant? What do we need to be mindful of? What do we need to be aware of? Where does our focus need to be for the week ahead? Let's have a look and see what comes through. Right, I'm happy with the shuffle, cutting the deck over there. And let's just draw straight off the top. Right, so card number one, we have got the Five of Swords. Card number two, oh, we have the Nine of Swords. Oh, this is interesting. Card number three, oh wow, King of Swords. And card number four, we have the Devil. Oh wow. Right, I am going to leave that space for the oracle, so we're just going to use these cards in the meantime. Let me just try and get them straight on camera. Gosh, it's so difficult. All right, so Earth signs, let's have a look and see. The focus for the week is the Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords is a very interesting tarot card because the Five of Swords says that sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you have to defend yourself. Sometimes if you are the kind of person who always says to other people, no, it's fine, you carry on. You go first, you jump the queue, and no, don't worry about me, it's fine. If that's the kind of person you are, the Five of Swords is the card that says to you, actually this week, it's time to say no. This week, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and to tell people that they're not allowed to push you around. If you're always the one at the back of the queue, this is the week for you to jump to the front and to actually push people aside and to stand up for yourself. It does bring about a whole lot of insecurities and doubts, because that's what we've got here with the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is the card of insecurities and doubts, and really the fears that come with standing up for yourself, because we don't know how other people are going to react. And Earth signs, I know you guys are the kind of people who you don't really like to poke the bear, so to speak. You would much prefer peace and harmony and tranquility and happiness. You don't want to be seen as the person who is causing conflict or initiating conflict. But this week, actually, you need to. And don't fear the consequences. Don't fear the outcomes of that, because actually the energies are lining up for you to actually be in the lead or in front or standing up for yourself for a change. King of Swords is also quite interesting, and the fact that we have the Three Swords is like super interesting, because it means that you are this week very much in your head. This week you're going to find yourself overanalyzing everything. Everything, okay? You're even going to overanalyze. You're overanalyzing, all right? King of Swords coming through is saying that your mind is sharp, your mind is clear, which means that the thoughts and the results of your analytics in your mind are probably going to be close to the truth. So but we have the Five of Swords, which is not so much about the thinking as it is about the doing, all right? So as soon as you see an opportunity to stand up for yourself, to actually put yourself in the position where you should be, where you deserve to be, and where you've been wanting to be for the longest time, do it. Stand up for yourself and say, actually, no, it's my turn. I want to go first, or I wanted to do that, or, oh, you did it that way the last time. This time it's my turn. Stand up for yourself, defend yourself. Do not let the fear of negative outcomes hold you back. Now, the devil energy coming through here is also incredibly interesting, because the devil energy is about following through with temptation. The devil is about, just not caring, not giving a damn. Okay, the devil energy is the card that says to you that sometimes you're just going to say, to hell with the consequences. I want to do what I want to do. So, for example, to give you an example here, if you have been taking good care of yourself diet-wise, diet and exercise-wise, if you've been putting your focus there for the longest time and denying yourself a treat or denying yourself a cheat day or anything like that, this week say to yourself, or say to yourself and to everybody around you, actually, I don't want to. It's as simple as that. I want to have a cheat. I want to give myself a break. I want to do something different. Instead of going to the gym and eating a salad, I want to go for a run and eat a burger, just as an example. Don't let yourself get caught up in the over analytics of what that's going to mean. And if you have one cheat day, does it mean that it's going to take you 3 weeks to get back on track? Don't let that thinking, that analysis paralysis, don't let it cause you to not enjoy yourself. This is a week to step out of your comfort zone. This is a week to allow yourself those temptations, to allow yourself those sweet pleasures, because that's exactly what the devil is saying. But you've always been, Earth signs, you've always been very much caught up in your thinking to not allow yourself that little bit of fun because you're concerned about the consequences. We must not be. This week in particular, Earth signs, do not be concerned with consequences. I am certainly not encouraging you to undo, your all the change, the positive changes that you've made. But if you want to allow yourself a little cheat or a little moment of pleasure here and there this week, that would be great. The energies are certainly aligned for that. Especially if people have been taking advantage of you, especially if there are some people who are trying to push their way around with you and always assume that you're prepared to take second, be last even. This is your week to actually stand up to them and say, no, it's not happening anymore. Very, very interesting. So the devil is telling you, don't worry about the consequences. We'll deal with them next week. We'll deal with them later. But for now, give yourself the opportunity to stand up for yourself, to defend yourself, and to allow yourself to have something pleasurable. I'm going to grab the oracle. And as I said, this is the Earthcraft Oracle. Let's just give it a little shuffle. I know I'm going to mess up all the cards behind it, so just forgive me for that. But space is a challenge. I just want to give them 2 little shuffles, and then I will draw a single card and see what message the Earthcraft Oracle has for all of you Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's just give a little shuffle, just to make sure that the cards are all evenly distributed, right? Okay. Let's see well, let me just tidy up the back here first. I always manage to make such a mess when I do this. All right, Earth signs, let's have a look and see what message the Oracle has for us today. You have got Spirit of the North. Spirit of the North. A couple of things that I'm noticing. First of all is that the hand is coming down. The fact is that we can see the palm, and when we can see the palm, it shows that there is nothing to hide. We have got a lot of lush green earthy energy that is coming through, and in his hand he's holding a brand new something, a brand new twig, a brand new plant, a brand new energy that he's holding in his hand. But if you notice the way he's holding, he's not like clutching it in a fist. He's just sort of casually holding it in his hand, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I'm actually going to stick it there because otherwise there is no space. Does it fit there? It fits there. That's great. Now, the interesting thing with the Spirit of the North. Now, if you think about where north is on the compass point, the north is top center, okay? And we always assume top center is better. There is just that kind of unwritten kind of message that top is good, top is where we want to be. But if we look at the action that's taking place on the card, it's very normal, very everyday, very mundane. Maybe this new thing that he's got here, he's planting it. When you plant something, what are you doing? You're planting it for the future. You're planting it for tomorrow. So it is about understanding that you you cannot just keep taking from the lush vegetation around you and not replacing it, because if you do that, one day you're going to end up with nothing. So Spirit of the North is telling you that you are in the right place, you are doing the right things, everything is working in the way that it should, everything is working in the way that we want it to, but sometimes we have to think about the long-term consequences of our action. I want to bring that into the tarot reading that we've had over here as well, saying to you that it's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's time for you to fight back against people who are taking advantage of you or walking all over you. But it's also important to understand that in the long term, if we don't do that now, if we don't do that right now, our situation with these people is just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse until eventually there is no vegetation left, until eventually there is nothing left at all. So it is important that we understand Spirit of the North saying to us, this is the angel of the North, the Spirit of the North telling you that it's time for you to be at the top. It's time for you to recognize your true North, your true self, your true character. Don't let the fear and the anxiety overwhelm you and get to you. Don't get too caught up in your thinking and in your strategy and in your mindset. But sometimes we just have to take a minute and to plant some fresh, some new for the future so that we don't ever run out. And if you continue just letting people take without replenishing your energy, your reserves, your abundance, if you don't do that, then, our scales are not balanced and we will end up being in a deficit. And we don't ever want to be in a deficit. And I think, Earth Signs, this is Spirit sort of saying to you that if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't overcome your fears and insecurities this week, you're going to find yourself in a deficit. So Spirit of the North is saying, do the work that needs to be done. Put back into yourself, your life, your situation, that which is missing. But it does require you to climb out of your comfort zone and to say no to people. All right, people in situations and circumstances. So Earth Signs, I do wish you an amazing week ahead. If this reading helps you in any way, please come back during the week. Comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear what your situation that you faced and how you stood up and defended yourself, and how this reading has assisted you to have the courage and the confidence to do what needs to be done. Replenish before you run out. All right, Earth Signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, wishing you an amazing week ahead, as always, with love and blessings from our heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Earth Signs.